She looked up at me and said, "I see you. You're 1,000 different points of light in different colors." And I let her get away. Looking back, I'm not sure if there was anything I could have done. I was in love from the start, and she would leave me at a bus stop in Bakersfield, California. This would be my Colorado. I followed Sarah out here without a plan. The last 5 years of my life have been without plans. Usually, it works out. So here I am, climbing a mountain in Boulder, Colorado, and doing what I do best, sketching the world. Because animals prefer to be killed by beautiful things. Boulder, Colorado today. By now I have spent a month in Colorado drawing and smoking weed with Sarah. I know that if I follow her to California, I will be following heartbreak. She looks at me and smiles. I smile back. Let it break, I think. Let it break into 1,000 fucking pieces. I'll be strong enough to get through this. Besides, isn't it said that the more your heart breaks, the more it opens up? So I chip in on gas and we ride to Mesa Verde. Innocence is proof of spirituality. After sleeping in the national forest, hoping but not seeing a Sasquatch, we wake up early in the a.m. It is a beautiful day, and when we arrive at Mesa Verde, we are one of the first ones there. Sarah screams, "It ain't about existing anymore. It's about living." It's Sunday morning today. This is our church. House of many windows. Flashback to Boulder, Colorado. At a Goodwill store. We pick up some road music. One CD is Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. This will play on loop the remaining time, fusing that song and these following memories together forever. Looking inside Sarah's Jeep. Sarah is a self-labeled queen of psychedelics. If you have ever heard that sublime song, Scarlet Begonias, I'm convinced that version was written about her. Sarah pulls out 2 tabs of acid. She looks at me and says, "I see you. You are 1,000 different points of light in different colors." She hands me a tab, and I drop acid for the first time. It's going to take a little bit for it to kick in, so I have time to tell you about the tour we're about to go on. It's an affordable tour at only $4 and allows us to go down into the cliff dwellings of Mesa Verde. Joining a large group, we climb ladders and crawl through small tunnels to get to the main area. When the tour exits, Sarah and I stay behind. We are left alone in the ruins. It gives her time to do something that she wanted, which is connect to the ancestors here. She climbs down into one of the giant holes, touches the bottom, and leaves an offering, a bracelet she had picked up earlier on the road. Off limits unless... Go. Here, look up at me. You're beautiful. She climbs back up and we hang out until we can hear the next tour coming. And yes, by now the acid has kicked in. Laughing, we make our exit. We squeeze through a small hole and then up a ladder. We come to a locked gate. No problems. We hop the fence. A confused vacationing couple stare at us. "I want to talk to the bees," Sarah announces, and I follow her into the wooded desert. I can see the life force of the trees here. They dance and sway in the wind. And I have a realization while on acid. I smile as I watch the trees dance. I see them breathing in, out, breathing along with me. But what happens if I stop? They slow down. So the universe is a reflection of me and you. As selfish as that is, I control all of this. Knowledge is seeing beyond. The pen is my lover. I will die alone, so I create beauty every day and try to heal my heart, to heal the world. Alive. It's time to interact and remind ourselves that we are in Mesa Verde. We return to the cliff dwellings, but damn, there are a lot of people. We decide on something a little more low-key, which is to walk Petroglyph Trail. I watch Sarah giggle, laugh, jump, and skip. Did I already tell you that she was beautiful? She stops to talk to a lizard and confirms that we are going the right way. We stop to admire the view and quickly head for a better one. She finds it, a cave. We have to climb into it. She immediately does and ends up helping me up. This is where we will stay for hours. I stare at the view, trying to commit it to memory, but I sketch it as well. It is magnificent. A crow swoops past us, its new neighbors. We joke and laugh and smoke weed. The acid makes us feel good. This is cave life. And surely this is what it must have been like back in the day. We spend time laying out on the front rock, sunbathing. Tourists will walk past the trail and I welcome them to our cave. They all smile. Later, Sarah discovers that the sandstone sounds hollow. She creates a drum beat with the rocks. I don't dare change the channel. Look at that view. But I guess we should leave the cave before it gets dark. We do have to hike back. I say goodbye to the cave and climb down. And that was the highlight of the trip for me. Goodbye, Mesa Verde. The sun sets as we drive out of the park. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road is on repeat and it plays us out of the park. Thank you, Elton John, for helping make Mesa Verde awesome. The next morning I'm woken up by Sarah, smiling, saying, "You want to see some dinosaur tracks?" "Hell yes." I open the door. It's a long drive to California, and it brings us closer to the end of this story. Sarah stops to pick up a hitchhiker. Later she said it was because she could see his glow. He was a red-headed kid, and in the sunlight, that red hair did glow. His name is Daniel. He's Australian. He is a musician headed to Las Vegas to record his album. 50 miles later, polite conversation, we drop him off. He quickly disappears into another car. Now, this is the end. I chip in a little more on gas and we make it to Bakersfield, California. Sarah stops about 2 blocks away from the Greyhound bus station and looks at me. "This is okay, right?" "I guess so." I hop out and she is already pulling my things out of her Jeep. I try to smile. We hug as she says, "We will see each other again soon." I know that is a lie. I turn around and leave, never looking back, and never to see Sarah again. She left that day with her true lover. The road. The end. By Boulet. Life is beautiful.